It's 9:30 in the morning, and James woke me up.
Actually, it is 9:30 in the morning. I thought you'd be up at like 7. I didn't wake up
I
until
normally
7:30.
do, but for some reason I was like, I don't know. I just slept and slept. I couldn't fall asleep last night, and then I slept all. Something happens when you get old where you just don't like fall asleep sometimes, and then.
Well, that's why I've decided not to get old.
Oh, is that why you got your hat flipped?
That's why I got my hat flipped. Me and Steve Buscemi are going back to high school. What was that? Somebody's posted that picture. I had never seen that before. Whatever movie that is looks incredible.
Hello, fellow young people. Yeah.
What is that from?
I don't know, man. I just woke up.
All right.
I can't do any bits.
You need to go. Are you ready to beat the game? I don't see anything else that we got to do. We got to beat this game. We got to start a new game next week.
Oh God. A new Dark Souls remastered game?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could put this into. If you really want, you could put it into faith and have faith in yourself. You know.
I'm all good.
All right.
So
Firelink
I beat
Shrine.
Calamite.
What? You beat Calamite. You beat
Firelink
everything.
Shrine?
You beat it all. It's done. There is that one dragon that's in the regular game. I guess you could beat, but I don't even know.
Oh,
if
the
it's...
one on the bridge. Nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's like I think it's worth it.
It's not even worth it.
I mean, you've beaten the big boys and girls.
I beat all the boys.
It's time to go deep throat snugly.
Ew.
That's what it is. Oh, I guess you don't do that in your game.
Yeah, I would never do that.
That's interesting.
That's something that you do.
You don't want to get any pyro spells before you go down? Wait. Don't jump. There's a lot of things you can do with those souls. Jesus. You're just going to go... you have 20,000 souls left.
You're so greedy for souls. It's fine.
Maybe try to upgrade your armor. Just calm down really quick.
Fine.
You don't have to live like a refugee. Go upgrade your armor, Morgie.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Do you remember 2 months ago when you came in here and fought this guy? You would have beat him if you probably gave it, I don't know, another
5 more tries.
Maybe less. It could have, like any one of those, you could have come in here and beaten that and never done the DLC. That would have been sad.
True. Yeah. What game are we going to play?
I'm going to try to talk you into Valheim. I know that there's a lot of people that really want to play, you to play Dragon's Dogma and me to play Oblivion.
Or Dragons.
Or you to play Skyrim. And those are really great
or
fun
Dragon's Dogma
options. I feel like if you do decide to play Skyrim, I think you should play Skyrim alone.
If we're playing Valheim together as Vikings, it doesn't really feel like my playthrough, you know?
It's totally your playthrough.
It sounds like more like a our playthrough thing.
It's not. It's totally your playthrough. I don't know. I also think that since Valheim is a procedurally generated game, it's not something that we necessarily have to spend months on. We could play it for like a month and then move on to something else. I don't think that...
I feel like we should save it for live streams. It seems like a more live stream game to me.
It might be.
Because it's grindy survival, right?
I don't know. I haven't played it. It looks... I haven't really looked at it too much. But the thing with Skyrim is that's not something we'd play together. The Dragon's Dogma, sure.
Technically, this isn't something we play together.
Well, in Skyrim, I think the whole point would be you to really roleplay as the character. Careful, you don't want to get hit by that guy's sword.
Shut up, James. Careful, as I'm like locked in the combo. Careful, you don't want to get hit by his sword.
Sorry, I should have given you that hot
type
tip
of coaching
before.
that is.
Oh, you need to sit at the bonfire somewhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Somehow early in the morning, these types of tips are amplified.
Well, that's good. Then you should only need
Only
3 or
thing that's
4 tries
keeping
against this guy.
Only thing that's keeping me together is this amazing mug. It's a picture of Lionel Richie, and it says, "Hello, is it tea you're looking for?" But there's coffee in there.
What? Why? Oh, wait. Sit down at the bonfire. Sit down at the bonfire. This is a hot
But Papa
tip.
James didn't want to.
All right. And oh, you don't have any souls now. I was going to say reinforce your armor. But
Oh my god.
I mean, you didn't have a good reason why you just wasted those 20,000 souls.
Yeah, I did. It's like the same reason, like if a penny rolls too far away from you, you don't walk around and pick it up.
You know, I used to get in so much trouble. I remember I got in a lot of trouble, and it only happened once because you make this mistake one time as a kid. But my dad caught me throwing away pennies.
Like in the trash can?
Like I was cleaning my room and I was just throwing the pennies away, and I got really yelled at. And like,
Really?
oh yeah, of like,
I've done that a lot.
I mean, as an adult,
So I'm like, it's not worth
I don't
picking
even
them
think.
out
I
of
think
the
even as an adult
dustbin.
now, when I make my own decisions, now I've decided that I can't throw pennies away, and maybe that's why I don't want to lose souls, and I don't want to. Maybe it all goes back to that 5-year-old James cleaning his room, getting in trouble, like, and my dad seeing that I had thrown pennies away, and like making me then rummage through the trash and find every last penny that I threw away.
It's crazy that, like, our generation was probably the last generation that parents just, like, didn't realize that they could really, really scar their kids. I guess there's probably people that are our age that don't realize that either. But, like, the stuff you do to a child is very impactful.
That's why I try to make a difference
Just
with
be
all the children I pass in the streets. I feel like I could really make a difference in a short amount of time with a good jolt.
Oh, my. Just really get their senses blasted.
Just really. I mean, if you really terrorize a child, even for like 30 seconds, because you only have that much time as you pass them on the sidewalk.
Jesus.
I mean, you could really make a person better for the rest of the day. Like if they're crying about nothing, or like they're just whining, like I don't want to leave the toy store, and you know the parent can't because they got to deal with the kid the whole life. You just kneel down and you say, "You're acting awful. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your mother is regretting every moment she spends with you." And then just let out a rebel yell in the store, and then you walk away. Oh no, Erin's listening to me, and she's.
I haven't heard much.
Yeah, you're a monster.
Oh, she's saying I can't even discipline my dog. Well, that's different. Punkert is a sweet, sweet little princess, and when she gets bad, I gotta hug her. She's right. I would be my biggest problem with having kids would be I would not be able to discipline them. I would say it's hard for me to really admit that there's anything that's truly wrong. I'm really about perspective.
Wait, what? Who are you?
I don't know.
I feel like you have really hard opinions about a lot of stuff.
I do. Well, I do, but I don't want to hurt. Like, I would never. Like, I joke about terrorizing kids in the store and yelling, but the real truth is when I pass by a kid that's crying, that wants to stay at the toy store, I think to myself, what a shameful parent not letting their child stay at the toy store a little longer. They just want to be there a little longer. That's the real James Heaney.
Wow. Well, there's a nice middle ground there somewhere.
Yeah. But Punkert, I feel like Punkert's a pretty good dog, and I will take credit for the training that we've done. And it's when she gets really crazy or she's biting or barking, or I hold her and I sing, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." I sing the whole song. And I think it really works. I think she learns her lesson that way more than like yelling at her as a dog.
What's the lesson?
It's okay.
Sounds like she's being praised for bad behavior.
Well, then she stops the bad behavior, and she walks around like in a wonder for a few moments, being like, "What? Why was I getting so crazy? Why was I biting at his ankles? He's a sweet man that takes care of me and sings me songs." That's what she thinks.
I don't know if dogs think like that.
I don't know either. I do know that if I put that helmet that you're wearing on, that would terrify her. Oh yeah, once in a while. Yeah. I don't do it very often because it's cruel.
Oh God.
And mean. But I have these payday like clown masks.
Yeah.
And when I put them on, it makes her so afraid. She can't even be in the same room as me.
You do it just to terrorize her?
And I'll chase her around the house wearing the mask. And
that was not real.
What?
All that stuff about not terrorizing kids is not real. You actually do terrorize kids.
Well, it's, I guess you're right. There's a gray area.
I hate it.
So I did my stand-up yesterday.
How'd that go? How'd that go?
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't have to... hold on 1 second. I just got...
You just, like, disappeared. I'm gonna try something a little different. Oop, that didn't work.
Hold on, I screwed something up. 4-2, 4-14.
Is it this video?
Huh?
Is it this video?
It's this video. Well, what happened was somebody, like, I've got to be cautious because I have, sometimes I get really excited. I'll get a text message and I'll respond to it. But sometimes it'll be like somebody will have, like, maybe just send one big text message. Because yesterday I got a text message saying, like, I need to know right away about this show. Can you do it? And immediately I was like, yes, I can do it. And then I got another message being like, what about all the other show dates that I said? And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that you sent two text messages, one with all these other dates, and then one with just the one that you needed to know about now. Hold on.
And you have to respond to that right now?
I wouldn't normally have to respond to it right now, but I'm late because this was yesterday's question. I can, I'll just tell him to give me...
Just answer it. Just say yes. Well, yeah, you're going to do them all.
Okay, I'll just say yes. Worst case scenario, I'll say I was wrong. I cannot do those shows.
If you have enough energy to type, can I text you about this later, then you also have enough energy just to answer.
Well, I need to check my calendar.
From the
I don't
other
know
perspective.
specifically what I'm doing on April 2nd or on April 14th.
Well, then just be like, I'll get back to you at 10:30.
What was that? Aaron's telling me I'm good for both of those. Thank you, my manager. I don't know. I might have like
what could you possibly be doing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe
going to the adult playground and yelling at kids?
Going to the adult playground and playing with kids. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just wish I knew what day of the week it was. Because I don't do shows on Bear Supply. Like I skip shows if I have a Bear Supply show. Yeah.
Oh, why?
If I'm playing,
why would you do that?
Aaron's shaking her head. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's twisting.
We're both in awe. Like, why would you do that? Take the paying show.
I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I just don't know. Like, I don't like to tell people.
I think you do.
I like to, like, when I get a date for a show, I like to put it in my calendar, and that way I know. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't really been helping you much. You got to use some of the structures of those rocks to your advantage. He can swing through them is the problem.
What are you talking about? This is less helpful.
It's less helpful than me talking about terrorizing children, singing to my dog, and And putting calendars into dates?
You have?
I would have. Yeah, I'd get back.
James, stop.
What are you talking about?
Tell me about you terrorizing kids. You telling me about Dark Souls is way less helpful than you just chatting with me.
All right.
You think it has a positive effect, but it has a very negative effect.
It's just hard to think about anything other than this guy.
Did you respond to that text?
Huh? Yeah, I responded to the text. I just said yes.
Okay, then you're
because I got ganged up on by you and Aaron saying there's nothing in my life possibly important enough that I can't do a show on April 2nd and April 14th. I don't know what April 2nd is or April 14th. Those could be Fridays. Like, what? I don't do shows on Fridays.
You don't do shows on Fridays, just as a general rule?
Those are me days. I've got a lot of me days is the problem. He jumped back. What's really cool right now is I'm seeing that you've got him in his head. You clearly already missed and overextended, but he jumped afterwards. You've got him on the ropes.
James, you doing commentary on the game is not helpful. I'm telling you.
I know what you're saying.
Tell me about it. Tell me about anything else.
I'm just saying this last bit of commentary on the game is you've got half his health down, and you have more than half your Estus flasks left. You are.
That shit doesn't matter! I can't tell you about how much that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
and then
does
begging
matter.
you, just talk about anything else.
It's kind of like if you were watching Daytona 500 and around the 250 lap mark, you're like, okay, well, let's take a look at where all the cars are standing halfway through this Daytona 500. Like, we're about halfway through this battle. And you're doing better than he is.
It'd be like if you got on to the radio with the driver and we're like, hey, you know most of the car's engine is made out of metal? Gotta go!
Okay, careful.
Stop. James, whatever you do, just don't talk about the game.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it is not helpful for me.
Okay. My leg really cramped up there for a second.
Because you're getting too nervous?
Well, because I'm like kicking my legs out and locking my knees. I feel like I'm in this battle physically myself. Oh, yeah. Aaron, this is not a good time for me to hold Punker. I'm watching us very... Okay. She thinks that my service animal is going to help me.
Yeah, keep him busy.
Actually, it is helping. All right, Punker. All Morgan has to do is do one more hit against this guy, and then this walkthrough.
It's 2 hits, James. You don't even. Oh my God.
Oh, Morgan.
James, I can't tell you enough that please don't talk about the battle.
Okay, I don't know what to say. You were really close. I really think you don't.
Well, I'm only asking for one thing. For whatever reason, it scrambles my brain because what you're saying means nothing. It's meaningless, nothing talk.
That is hurtful. I have spent a lot of time becoming a good coach.
He was at least 3 shots away for first of all.
Well, Punker doesn't.
You said he's 1 shot. I had to look at the bar. I'm not paying attention to the bar. I had to look at the bar and be like, is he literally 1 shot away? And then my brain goes, hey, that's actually 3 shots. Why would James say that it's 1 shot when there's 3 shots left?
Punker doesn't really know. I was just trying to tell her how close it was. You know? Alright, well that was pretty good,
It's like my kryptonite.
She is giving me the weirdest look.
Yeah, she's mad at you. we could have had it right there.
I'm sorry. Alright, I won't talk about the battle.
You don't have to talk about the battle. You can see that I have the battle handled.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, you had it handled.
So
Honestly,
we can
I don't know
like,
exactly
the
what
thing
went
that
on
helps
there.
me. The thing that actually helps me is when we talk about something else, because it relaxes me, and I can just chill and listen to the story, fight the guy. I can deal with the stuff. But if I have to do the math on whether we're 1 or 3 shots away, I will lose my rhythm.
I'm not asking you to pull out a piece of paper and do the long division of it.
Yeah, but when you say stuff that's not true, I don't know. Like, am I supposed to just ignore it? Like, the audience all knows that it's not true.
I guess.
And then why are you saying stuff that's not true? I guess that's the...
Well,
the
I honestly
question.
thought that it would be 1 strong attack away.
It was not.
It was
you
not
gotta watch,
3. It was
see
like
how
2.
far the bar... Okay. Well... Either way, it was not 1 shot.
Well, either way, you were doing a great job. And if you do a great job again, I'm sure you're going to beat him.
Yeah. And I was begging you not to talk about the battle.
I guess you're right.
And then right when we got to the climax, we started talking about the battle.
Sorry. There's a side of me that thought that if I was able to just give one last tip just before you beat him, then I would get a little more credit for your win. Because I would have
given you... that's not a tip. That's just an observation.
It's kind of a tip. Well, I guess if it's wrong, it's
no,
not
it's
as good
it's just yeah. First of all, it was wrong, and then you're just saying stuff that you're seeing on the screen. You're not actually like he's going into the second phase, and so this happens or anything like that.
Okay, so this is what I need you to do. Listen to the story I tell, and don't worry about this battle. You've got this battle. It's like the bicycle. You don't think about pedaling. Okay, so let's think about a good story. Oh my god, did you see that?
Why is everything locked up? James, what did you do? Oh my god.
That is the first death that I will say.
What were you doing?
Count. I got a Creative Cloud update. I wasn't doing anything.
And then you hit the windows.
Doing anything. Did you not see what happened to the screen?
Why?
Are you still there?
I'm too tired for this. Wait, you got a Creative Cloud up? Right, James, are you there?
Did I lose internet? Oh no, you're still here.
I can't. No, now I can't.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. Yeah, I can now. Is it still recording?
I'll tell you what. I don't think we should count that death. We'll check. It says it is. Should we stop it and start a new one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
Yeah, some
the
Creative
death count
Cloud
doesn't
thing
matter
just
at this
popped
time.
up on my screen and it changed.
I've already got it.
Well, we want to keep a good record.
And now I've lost my controller.
Well, that's a bummer. Let's see. Oops. End task. Okay. Reset gamepad. Go to Steam.
You played RuneScape, right?
I've never played RuneScape. I've heard it's good though.
Really? Oh yeah.
Did you play RuneScape?
Yeah, we got copper internet to my high school. First high-speed
What is copper internet?
Used T1 cables or whatever they're called. They're like copper wires. They're like faster than dial-up. Yeah, I would play RuneScape in high school, every single computer class I ever took. I'm too scared, James.
Huh? All right, should I tab over
Don't touch anything
to make sure it's still recording?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and you're
of course that's going to be the time. That's going to be the time that like I beat him and then we don't record it. I mean, I have control right now, but if you tab over, I think we're going to lose it.
I think it's still recording.
But,
I mean, we've checked multiple times, and it was still recording every time. But then again, I'm James
Yeah,
Heaney,
this
and
is
you're
our
living in
nightmare.
my world right now.
It's the worst.
So you got how exactly were you able to play RuneScape in your classes without the teacher knowing that you were playing RuneScape? Isn't
Oh,
RuneScape kind
most
of
of my
like, I would say,
computer.
almost like Dark Souls, like where it's a character with a sword running around killing things?
Yeah, it's like an MMORPG.
And
Um,
how did what did the teacher think you were supposed to be doing? Word processing?
we had a typing class. I had an advanced computer class that was literally they got these like brand new computers, and our computer teacher was like, "Advanced computer class. Look at all these like different softwares and tell me how to use them," because I don't think she knew how to use them. So our class was essentially to teach her how to use the programs. So I'd play RuneScape the entire time, and when it's presentation time, I would just go through the program and be like, and this button does this, and then this button, just improvise the speech.
So it was pretty simple, because like most programs, like they all have a tutorial, but it's always like go up to the file in the top corner, click open document, and you just improvise it. Is that your first improv experience?
Yeah,
that's great.
We had a improvised speech during like I don't know what it was. It was like a week of like science, history, math, and everything like working together to do these different events. And one of the events was like you had to come in and make a speech, but you didn't know what the speech was about until you got up onto stage.
Oh.
And I did make a speech about Jello, and I crushed it. I had everyone rolling. It was great.
So, how old were you when you did an improvised speech about Jello?
Maybe like 15 or 16.
That's not a bad age for an improvised speech, I guess. It kind of reminds, like, when I took speech classes, like I always just improvised my speech. It was like one of my favorite classes because a lot of times I would get in trouble for not doing my homework. But in speech classes, like, your presentations were kind of like, the problem is not a lot of teachers, my teacher would want to see the note cards that you used. So I would have to.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird because there was an improvised speech in the class, and but I improvised all my speeches. The hardest part to me was coming up with the note cards so I knew what I was going to say beforehand. But
yeah.
Back on the topic of the internet, I'm a little older than you, and the internet was still pretty budding even when you were
a little.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but my hat is on backwards, so I'm pretty young still. But when I was younger, the internet was pretty new still, and I hadn't realized. I don't know what I was thinking when I did
Power
this.
of it.
But I think it was 5th grade or 6th grade, we had a country report. And it was something that we worked on the whole, I think it was trimester or whatever amount of unit of time. It was like a big unit of school.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, I'm serious.
Okay,
it was a big unit of school. Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
You're what? Just tell the story.
I spent the whole year doing not that. The whole unit of the year, trimester, quarter, semester. It wasn't semester because that's just like high school. But what I ended up doing was just the day before, I just went to the internet and I just printed all of the statistics about Canada and put it into a folder and just turned it in.
How'd that go?
It didn't go well because it didn't even occur to me that somebody would think to themselves that I didn't do that work. It was just beyond me that somebody would think like anything other than just like,
accuse you of
wow.
Such a heinous.
Yeah, I thought I was a genius. But the problem is that on the bottom of all the printed papers, it had the web address.
It said what website
it said the
from?
web address that I had just printed it off of. But you know what? The good thing is it was still pretty early on And I got like a C. I got like a C anyways, but the teacher was clearly like, you
not
didn't
bad,
do a lot
but...
of this work. Nowadays, I think you would probably just like get expelled for cheating.
Oh.
Then again, it was only in like 5th or 6th grade, so it's not like I was at Princeton doing that. Oh! Ooh, I almost dislocated my shoulder there. How are you doing?
Why?
Well, because
Okay.
I was hugging myself, and that last hit he gave you, I hugged myself hard, and like my shoulder popped. I mean, it's not out of the socket. Wait, you
were in 5th grade and you had access to the internet?
Yeah. Yeah. How did you didn't have access to the internet when you were playing RuneScape? How old were you playing?
No, RuneScape? I was in high school. Oh,
you were in high school.
Yeah.
It was probably 6th grade. I don't remember the exact year, but it was it could have even been as late as 8th grade, but I know it was before high school. I thought I was gonna get in big trouble when I got caught with it, doing that. But that was kind of just the way, and I'm not saying this is good. I've changed. I think that sometimes the hard work you put into something is more important than the results. And it used to be that I thought the results were more important than the hard work. And I'm a big fan.
The results are definitely more important.
What?
The results are definitely more important.
No, sometimes
that's
it's
like
the
whole
journey,
principle of efficiency.
Morgan. Sometimes it's the journey. Like maybe you you don't turn in the best report on Canada, but if you really walked away learning a lot about Canada, then those results aren't as important as the journey. So the problem is
the whole point of school is to get good grades, right?
No, really, the whole point of school is to learn something.
Oh, then why is it so inefficient at teaching people how to do stuff?
Well, because they haven't learned. The education system hasn't learned from their mistakes yet.
Yes, I hated school. It was terrible.
I hated school until I had a reason that I wanted to be there, which was theater, which was improv.
Girls.
Like, it wasn't really... Oh, I thought you said girls.
So, I did say girls.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I was, I guess I never really thought to myself I wanted to go to school because there was a girl there.
Oh, really?
I mean, not in my memory.
It was one of the only places where there was, like, a bunch of girls. Because at my house, there was no girls.
Oh. No, it was like when I started doing improv, they made me have good grades if I was going to be... they treated it almost like sports. Like, oh, you've got to get good grades if you're going to be playing the sport or being on the stage. So I started doing... So I got to be honest, Morgan. This is the second time I've not been giving you hot tips, and it's not going as well. I think I'm going to change my coaching strategy to start giving you hot tips.
No, don't. I was just trying to be more aggressive. It didn't work. I'll go back to being less aggressive. Are you sure?
Because I have a lot of hot tips.
Yeah, James. I am making adjustments. I'm trying new stuff. Everything is going fine on the mechanics end.
Okay. All right. You just tell me when you tap out and you need me to tell you what's going on and how to get this going.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I mean, what's your hot tip?
Well, first I'd start using those pillars that are around as a more efficient way to...
Okay, I've been doing that.
I just think you got to do that better. And I think you need to...
You understand that that's not a tip, right?
What do you mean?
Do better? Get good?
Well, those are both... Those get good was the other tip I was going to give you. So I guess
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Well, maybe,
I'm trying to use the pillars as efficiently as possible.
Maybe see what would happen if you used your shield. Right? Maybe. And
what?
Here's the other thing, dude. That sword is great. But if you were to put on, I don't know, let's say
faster sword.
Lightning resin onto it, which you might even have in your inventory.
Oh, it's not a faster sword this time?
Huh?
It's not a faster sword. Usually you tell me to use a faster sword.
I think that if you started doing some good items on there, in fact, you could stop right now and take a look at what items you have before
you know for a fact that I don't. I've showed you so many times I don't have
You just beat
any.
a whole DLC area. You might have picked something up. All right, it looks like you're right. But you do have...
every time we have this conversation, I show you and I don't have
You
any.
could easily go get some stuff to put on your sword from somebody if you just... You could kill these guys and then teleport back to the Firelink Shrine. And you can buy charcoal resin really easily. You can buy... I don't know if you can get lightning resin very easily. But you could get charcoal resin, which isn't probably going to help as much as lightning
Fire on
resin.
fire?
It's gonna.
Yeah,
it's not
seems
gonna.
like kind of a waste of time.
It's not gonna heal them.
You don't think I'm doing enough damage?
Well, I mean, there was one time that if you would have been doing just a little more damage the whole time, you wouldn't be in this position. We would be hugging it out. I'd be on my way over to celebrate. You know what I'm doing after you beat this, right? I got your address from Zach, I'm actually
going about your day.
I'm actually VPNing into my computer, and I'm driving down to you because I want to give you an in-person hug when you beat this.
I don't know, man.
I think we should get together in a small room and celebrate your win.
James, did you watch the run that I tried where I tried to use my shield?
No, I probably didn't.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about the run at this
point.
boss, or are you talking about the run of the entire game?
Earlier in this video, I tried to go in with my shield.
All right. Well, then if you already tried that, then you don't need to try it again. You are better at dodging than I am, so I just can't dodge like you do. Yeah, I don't know. So that time, probably having a little more damage wasn't going to do very much. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the problem is not that I'm not doing enough damage. I mean, obviously, if I could one-shot him, that would be something.
Yeah.
It's that I'm taking too much damage. I'm dying too quickly.
Well, take a look at the armor.
He not only
well, hold on, don't just
does a lot of damage when he hits you.
You are suffering from a bout
he locks
of insanity.
You up when you get hit.
You are suffering from a bout of
That's
insanity. You are sprinting to the same death over and over.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he stuns you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need some better stability and better poise.
I don't think I'm going to be able to wear enough armor to make a difference on poise.
Maybe you should be using the spider shield, which gives you protection against fire and has not bad stability. And you have
you're just regurgitating the tips that they're giving you from other Dark Souls walkthroughs.
This is a good tip.
This is garbage. You know, I'm reading all of the same tips that you're reading. So when you say something like that, I know that you're just saying it because you heard somebody else say it.
That was about Dark Souls 3. This is my own original idea about Dark Souls 1. You could kill those guys and you could upgrade your armor. You might just need just a little bit more. Like, I just don't know why you wouldn't. You have all these itemized souls. Like, now's the time to make those last efficient tweaks.
You know that people beat this like with no armor on, right?
I mean, I'm sure that given enough time, you could beat this with no armor on too. But we need to beat him
with like this amount of armor on.
Huh?
We already saw you're barking up the wrong tree. We've already saw that I can beat him. I got within a couple of hits.
Yeah,
it's fine.
We know you can beat him.
So instead of fighting about upgrading armor and adding pine resin, maybe we could just chat.
All right.
The one thing that I've asked of you this whole time.
And I gave you a lot of chit chat. And then what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, let me tell a different story before you even get started.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so, let's see. I didn't have... let's do an improvised speech really quick. Oh, here's a question for you. Are you familiar with what OpenGL is?
No. It sounds like some kind of, like file website sharing thing?
OpenGL is something that, like, you could run, games where you're using either, DirectX or perhaps you'd use OpenGL. And my friend just got a used laptop. And I believe what has happened is he doesn't have the drivers of OpenGL. I don't know if this is really going to be a helpful chit-chat now that I think about it. Let's change subjects.
Why? I'm curious as to what's going on with this game.
I'm just trying to figure out how... Because he's trying to play a Tetris game that's not very high on the, graphics or anything. But...
Yeah.
It's giving him an OpenGL error saying he doesn't have OpenGL. So I'm wondering if you know how to fix it. This is great. This is a great little... Remember this spot.
James?
Oh, okay. Well...
You don't think I know that this is going well?
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you're going to commentate on the fight, which I really hope that you're not going to. It has to be something that is information that I'm not seeing. Like, you're seeing something that I'm not seeing.
Okay. I'm just seeing it from kind of a bird's eye view, and you're seeing it from a worm's eye view.
Okay.
I mean, that's right. Let's see.
Yeah, this is 100% the spot, though.
Yeah. He's annoyed. Ooh, yeah. Well, anyways, it's like really annoying. I gotta figure out how to help him. He's not a computer guy. And I'm really not. I mean, I'm a computer guy. But as we've seen, sometimes I can make some errors when installing.
You can't just find the drivers online?
Well, I've got to figure out how to explain it to him. And he lives in Copenhagen. And I don't think he speaks German very well. I have no idea. But every picture he shows me of his computer, everything's written in German. And I'm like, I don't really, except for the errors are showing up where it's like, this computer.
Wait, he doesn't speak German, but his whole computer is in German?
I don't know if he speaks German. He doesn't speak German to me. So it's possible.
I'm sure he speaks German if his whole computer is in German, unless he's trying to learn German by...
Well, maybe this isn't the best time to learn German. Is when you've got a new computer. But I had given him some really great advice on what computer to buy, and because this game is from Tetris Attacks. I've already told you about Tetris Attacks, Pokemon Puzzle League, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, you're a big fan.
It was from the 90s. It does not take a good computer. I thought his computer, because he has a computer, I thought his computer would run it. And after probably 4 hours of trying to figure out how to get it on his computer, I realized he was running a Windows 32-bit system, not 64. And I was like, well, I guess
weird.
you could buy a 64-bit Windows. But I was like, if you're buying a new thing,
it
Windows
depends on his
you got him. Oh,
his processor will use a 64-bit architecture.
Yeah. Okay.
James, you think that's helpful or not helpful?
I don't know. I can't take it though. Okay, so I'm just saying, I wish he would have bought a new computer, because I'm pretty sure that a new computer wouldn't have had that problem. Great job, Morgan.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was it?
I feel like I really helped you out. I think that you couldn't have done it without... I pointed out what a great pillar that was you found.
Garbage logic. No, what was really helpful was hearing that story about the computer.
Yeah, it was like, why is that? Like, why?
It distracted you long enough to let me fight this guy without getting terrible advice interjected into it. So it was good.
Yeah. But I'm going to be working with him in a couple hours because it's later there. He's just finishing up work. And then I've got to help him through updating his drivers. But he bought this computer used, and now I'm like,
okay, I'm trying to watch the end of this, James.
Oh, you want? I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's not every day that you see the end of the game.
I thought you wanted to.
We don't know what kind of ending we're gonna get.
This is the ending.
What was that?
No, there's more. There's more.
Oh, I was like, what the heck?
Wait, I guess there's not more.
I just linked the flames. Nothing happens.
My guess is at the end, it's going to be New Game Plus, and you'll be finding yourself back in the Undead Asylum, and Solaire is going to be tossing you down a key. Oh wait, is it Solaire? Who is the guy at the beginning of the game that tosses down the?
Yeah, it's Solaire.
It is, right?
No.
Wow. So,
wait, that was it? I just I linked the flames.
I mean, what more did you want? You saved the world.
I don't know. I just thought because there's so many different endings. I thought that something would happen.
Oh, you got the bad ending.
Yeah, I thought that somebody would be like, "Oh, you've done it." Something, everything. Like, give a little
I'm
flavor.
sure that there's going to be something at the end, right? There's a Marvel ending?
I don't think so. I think that was it. We got hundreds of hours in.
And the ending was the equivalent of you
it.
being in a human inferno. Just burning up, John.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy how much faster I beat this game than you're beating Dark Souls 3.
Well, it's 10 times longer than Dark Souls 1.
10 times.
Did you know that I made it all the way to Blighttown in 1 4-hour sitting of Dark Souls 1? And then I made it the way to Ornstein and Smo in a 2-hour setting the next time? At that rate, I will have beaten this game that you've spent hundreds of hours, which you just said. I'll have had beaten it in less than 10 hours. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna.
Prove it.
I'm gonna.
Start from the beginning, but you got to do a dex build.
I don't know what build I'm doing, actually, now that I'm trying to think of it. I think I'm doing a strength build.
Should be doing a dex build. I can't wait to get to Champion Gunder with my...
Please don't do that.
Pyro build.
Please don't do that.
And roast him in one try.
Please don't.
And then
there's no winning
spit on
that. You gotta let that go. It was a moment of
you
passion
said it would take
where
me
I said you couldn't do it.
Thousands. No, I haven't forgot about it. It's the first thing I thought about when I woke up this morning. It's the first thing that I'll think about waking up tomorrow. It's the first thing I'll think about waking up the day after that. until the slight is handled. It's the only thing I'm going to think about. You've given my life purpose.
Thank you for I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. No, thank you is what I'm trying to say. Is really. So
well,
what do you think?
It's too late.
Do you want to play Dragon's Dogma? Or do you want to play Skyrim? I'm open to you playing Skyrim with me, but I thought that the fun of Skyrim was, playing the character. And maybe that's not... If you don't want to play the character anyways, then I guess we could just have you play it with me.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem like my style.
Have you ever done that before?
The entire time. I mean, not since MC Thing.
MC Thing.
You remember MC thing?
I remember it, but I don't remember you playing a character. That was Dark Souls, wasn't it?
MC thing. No, MC thing was the name of my robot in Starbound.
Oh yes, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Come on. We got to get that Marvel ending. Gold pine resin.
Okay.
What a apropos. Yeah, here it is. Now you get the ending.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
Oh, this is just the beginning again.
The beginning is the end is the beginning is the end. Yeah, you're right. But I do want to see that key get tossed down. I can't for some reason quite remember. I know it's not Solaire, but it's the only thing I can remember being up there.
The end of the world.
What do you think that this character did to get put into this undead asylum? What are they doing in there?
It's me.
Is your fate.
Little rat had a mohawk.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, oh, who's that?
I don't know. I don't know who that is, but I mean, I recognize him, obviously. But it's sure as shit not Solaire.
No.
He looks like the guy that was on the cover of Demon Souls. All right, well, that's the end.
Wait, you keep all your stuff?
Yeah, you've never played New Game Plus?
I guess not on regular Dark Souls.
This is basically you just got done with the tutorial, and now the real game begins.
I mean, that's unfair.
What do you mean?
I'm like too powerful for this whole place.
Well, everything's more difficult in New Game Plus. You are pretty overpowered for the beginning area, but it starts to, in my memory, it starts to become more difficult about halfway through the game because you're not leveling up nearly as fast as the game is getting more difficult as you go through. Like this boss, let's just see if you can beat this boss.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I think you can.
It doesn't make any sense, but is he gonna... Yeah, he does give him the Great Demon's Hammer. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, this game's gonna be too easy. I'm overpowered.
You are really overpowered for the beginning, but like I said, it'll be more even towards the end. So, but I don't think anybody necessarily needs to see the New Game Plus walkthrough of this. But I think I could share the save if you want me to send the save over to you so you could play it on your own.
I don't think I have Remastered. I just have regular Dark Souls.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely enjoyed playing through New Game Plus.
I don't know if I would revisit it.
It's fun playing New Game Plus. It would be fun, I think, if you were playing it by yourself or like streaming it or something like that. But
yeah, agreed. All right, James. Well, thanks for all the help getting me through Dark Souls Remastered.
You're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. I know it would have been easy for you to say I did it all by myself, but I've been here for the whole journey with you. Do you have any? Or you don't have to make a choice now, but are you leaning towards one way or another? Do you want to play Skyrim together? Do you want to play Dragon's Dogma together? Or do you want to give a few weeks of playing Valheim?
Let's put it up to the poll. I think if we do Valheim, it's got to be together, and it's got to be on live stream. Like that has to. It just can't be a walkthrough.
Yeah, but I also think it could be that we do it for like 4 videos and then do live streams after that, where you and I kind of explore it together and then afterwards do the live stream. But let's put it up to a poll for Patreon.
Maybe we should. let's put it up to a poll for Patreon for what's next. If you want to get in on that poll, to go to patreon.com/gamefront and become a patron, and you'll be able to vote on polls and see early access videos and hang out for monthly hangouts and get discounts on merch. And you'd be supporting this channel. You're going to start seeing new headphones popping up. You're going to see new cameras coming in, ring lights, the whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't recording.
It's not recording.